Malawi, a country in southern Africa. Most children grow up in poverty. Tito is 4 years old. Joanna is also 4. Her sister Dorothy is 3 years old. We'll be following them, their father Hanex, and Chaliza, the project coordinator, for the next years. They are all involved in the Roger Federer initiative, which has been made possible thanks to the partnership with Credit Suisse. How will the children develop over the next years? What changes will the country of Malawi see? The final weeks before the main rainy season. The weather in Malawi is dry and windy. Young and old are waiting for the first raindrops. These few weeks are used to carry out various tasks, building work or firing handmade bricks. Once the rain starts to fall, the people will need all their strength to work the fields. In Mbwetu, we encounter various surprises. Unlike our last visit, the kitchen is no longer empty, but is now a hive of activity. There is both firewood and food. The nearby source of water, however, has dried up, and the women must go far to fetch the water. Negotiations with the government aimed at laying a water mains for the childcare centre have so far remained fruitless. But thanks to the discussions with the chiefs, the children at the centre will have enough food from now on.
Action Aid have supported us by providing a special vitamin-rich maize mix. Once this has been used up, the chiefs will be forced to honor their promise. They agreed that the chief of each of the 15 villages will donate a bag of maize to the center. We also spoke about solving the firewood problem and decided that each village would also have to provide firewood. This means that we will have enough maize and firewood.
The childcare workers in Mbwetu are all unpaid volunteers, although they cannot really afford this financial burden. The people in the surrounding settlements take this for granted, instead of helping the childcare workers.
At the moment, the communities are not giving the childcare workers anything. Usually a community would show that they value the voluntary service provided by the childcare workers and donate something. For instance, a bar of soap. That is not the case here. Inflation has made everything more expensive. Many childcare workers are actually fighting to survive. I will continue working all the same, because I understand the importance of the center. There was no such center here before, but now we have one, and my children are also benefiting from it. I'll continue to make my contribution and hope that the government might perhaps come up with a way of providing us with some support.
Our biggest surprise in Mbwetu is the group of 3-year-olds. It includes Patricia, Hanex's youngest daughter. We meet Patricia for the first time.
When my wife became pregnant, we gave Patricia to her grandmother to look after. This gave my wife enough time to care for the other children, while Patricia was also getting enough attention.
In Thundu, where some things did not go to plan either. The childcare centre is still located in the church. However, they are not waiting for toys and play equipment, but are making them using local materials. We look for Tito among the children, but cannot find him anywhere. It turns out that Tito is no longer coming to the centre because he has already started his first year at school. The fact that Tito was able to visit the centre for just 1 year is saddening for Tito's father, Patrick Banda. Ideally, the children visit the childcare centre for 3 years, so that their development can be advanced as much as possible before they start school.
The year he spent at the center did not prepare him enough for primary school. It would have been nice for him to stay at the center for 3 years. This would have prepared him better for school and for dealing with other children of the same age.
Tito's place at the childcare centre has been taken by his 3-year-old brother Daniel. That Tito has suddenly turned out to be older than we thought is due to the fact that in Africa people are often not too particular about numbers and ages.
Somebody else registered Tito with the wrong age. I gave you the age that was recorded for him, so as not to contradict the registry.
This is just the kind of inaccuracy that Chaliza Matola is attempting to eliminate by her courses. Although not everything is perfect yet, she has seen significant improvements since her workshop in June. The children are cleaner and the tuition is more structured.
The caregivers are now able to put the children in groups according to their age and capabilities, but they are also able to share responsibilities as compared to the past when they were just leaving everything to one person.
The new childcare centre has already become the landmark of Thundu. It has the largest corrugated iron roof far and wide and is already serving as an assembly hall, even in its unfinished state. Chaliza Matola checks every detail.
They could not fix the roof. They still needed bricks to cover the part that was remaining between the windows and the roof itself. They needed extra bricks and they needed extra sand. So for the bricks to be molded, they needed a bit of time to do that.
She is talking to the people of the village to discuss the final stages of the building work. She announces that the childcare centre will be opened at an official ceremony early next year. Several dozens of people are attending, including some curious children who do not want to miss the event. Chaliza Matola makes it clear that there can be no more delays. In order to achieve this, she will need the support of the village committee, and particularly their chief, Madina Williams.
Chiefs are more powerful in the communities. When they call for a meeting, everybody comes. So they are very powerful in terms of mobilizing communities to bring resources, in terms of bricks, sand, and also even the allocation of the site. It was the chief who chose the site. So these are very important people in the project.
At Chief Madina Williams' home, although she is the traditional head of the village, she works just like all the other women. Applying new plaster to the stone benches is a task typically done before the start of the rainy season. The well-being of the children in her village is very dear to her heart.
The project on early childhood development is very important to me because it lays a good foundation for the children. By the time they start school, the children are used to being with other people and are not frightened of primary school because they have already left their families to attend the childcare centre.
"6 o'clock in the morning, at home with Tito. He is ready for his walk to the primary school. The relaxed mornings will now forever be a thing of the past. However, the walk to the school has opened up a new world. Tito never has to walk the 2 kilometers to the school on his own. More and more friends join him along the way. There are just 6 teachers to look after the 420 children attending the primary school at Katete. Tito is reluctant to answer the question whether he enjoys going to school, and eventually says no. The style of teaching is based on continuous repetition. More than 140 children are in Tito's class. Many have had to repeat the class because they missed too many of the lessons. Not all the children have been able to attend a childcare centre like Tito did. These children have disadvantages in school because classes of this size leave little time for individual attention. In a schooling system with minimal resources, only the particularly talented children can advance, or those whose development has previously been stimulated.
When we are teaching, they take full participation, and during assessment, those learners who are coming from the CBCC, they do better than those who are just coming from the village without attending the CBCC. So there is a coordination of learners from the CBCC to primary school.
Back in Mbwetu, Chaliza Matola has come to deliver a special workshop, a workshop for the children's parents. The workshop aims at teaching them the importance of play. The fact that children not only play with toys, but already do so in the womb, is probably the piece of information that most surprises the women attending the workshop. This is also news to Estelle Kabingo, Hanex's wife. The men are also listening intently.
My surprise is the group of people that came, because normally a few people come, but today we have a big group of people, including men, because most of the times I have women only, but today there were more men, almost like the same number with women.
It is probably the first time that the men and women are dealing with the playful aspects of life. They understand that playing is not a waste of time, but a central element in the development of their children. Plastic toys only serve as an inspiration to improvise with the available materials. Because ultimately, it doesn't matter what the children play with. The main thing is that the parents take their children's play a bit more seriously than before. Next time, the childcare centre in Thundu will be inaugurated with a festive ceremony. That is, if all goes according to plan. Does the water in Mbwetu still have to be fetched from far away, or has a water mains finally been laid? And we will accompany Dorothy, who is also older than we thought, and now attends a primary school near Lilongwe.